Good morning or good afternoon, Blossom class. Today I'm reading one of our favourite stories, but it's a bit different because it's the second one. It's The Gruffalo's Child. Now I remember just a few weeks ago when we were in the library we read this one. So I'm hoping you can all remember what happened in our story. Okay, let's find out. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will come after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! A trail in the snow! Whose is this trail, and where does it go? A tail poked out of the log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? Who is it we can see in this log pile house? Whose tail does that belong to? Do you remember? Shall we find out? Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! A trail in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could this be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Does anyone know what animal is perched in this tree up here? Do you remember? Shall we find out? Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. Too-hoo, not I, but he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! A trail in the snow? Whose is this track, and where does it go? Whiskers at last! An underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Do you remember who this is who is hiding in here? He's got whiskers on his nose, and he's bright red. Shall we find out? Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, and his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree, drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, and as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled, I don't believe in the big bad mouse. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at last. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Wait, said the mouse. Before you eat me, there is a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto the hazel tree twig, I'll beacon my friend so bad and so big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beaconed and then said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, so bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a net as big as a boulder. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha! Oh ho! Prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. I do love the Gruffalo's child. I also love the Gruffalo, so if you have the Gruffalo at home, maybe you can ask Mummy or Daddy to pick it up and read you the Gruffalo. Yeah? If not, you can rewatch this one and you can read the Gruffalo's child with me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. See you soon. Bye.